Hey smokestack fans, Johnny C from New Jersey. This video here is going to show how this DJC sounds and runs hooked up to the new exhaust system that I've built for this new generator room. As a matter of fact, this is the first time this set has seen this room. Okay, it's been basically stored over here with this pile of crap. But anyway, we got all hooked up to the new exhaust system. I'm curious to hear how it sounds. We're going to run this thing live, hooked up to one of our apartments, okay, in about an hour or so when it starts getting a little bit darker, to see how the demand load changes, and a little bit more on this exhaust system, being that we dwelled on this quite a bit on the smokestack forum. It's nothing more than 2-inch pipe coming out to 3-inch, 3¼ inch pipe through a homemade thimble. Okay, well actually the thimble itself, this guy I bought, okay, but however I had to insulate it really well, and to prevent any kind of potential fire or anything like that. Okay, so anyway, getting back to the Sense home monitoring device, this guy that's actually in this box, I apologize, I don't have the box open, you can only see the antenna. What it does, it actually monitors how many watts the system is drawing, okay, and it sends all that information up to the internet. Okay, it's really cool. I could watch this thing live from anywhere in the world. It plots it out into a nice graph, okay, so I could always examine it later on, look for some spikes and all. There's a lot that this home device, the Sense device, whatever, could do. You'll find a lot of information on the internet if you Google it, but primarily I just need it for the power meter. Okay, supposedly this thing learns like what devices in the house are on, how many watts is drawn, all that other stuff, so you could save money by trimming things down. I don't care about that. I just need the power meter function. If you read up on the Sense device, you'll never see this thing installed in a generator, although you can use it in a generator system, okay, but that's basically at the breaker box. So this is something entirely new, I guess, for them, but it serves my purpose. Other than that, I would have to look at the meters, and I'm in a generator room 50, 60 feet away from the house, and if it's 12 o'clock midnight, I think there's something going on with the generator or whatever, I'd have to run out and visually see these meters right here to figure out what the hell's going on. But with the power meter, I could just log in and see what's happening in real time. Okay, so anyway, just want to show you what we got here in our new generator room. I'll just do a quick 360. Wow, white walls. Okay, this is like an insane asylum. But anyway, let me just step back for a minute. On the smokestack forum, I mentioned we're going to have our 4-cylinder DJC diesel on this side. I'm going to have my backup over here, which might be the 7.5 JB. I also got another diesel set. So, you know, we'll see what happens in the future. But anyway, let's see what happens tonight, and we'll be back in a moment. Hey smokestack fans, we're ready to start our testing with our DJC in its new generator room, although not completed as previously mentioned. However, we got our new exhaust. We want to see how that functions. Hopefully we won't burn down the generator room. Also, we're going to play around with the Sense module here. That's going to send us real-time data as far as the wattage used. What I'm going to do, I'm kind of curious to see how sensitive this Sense module thingy, whatever you want to call it, is. So what I did, I rigged up a line right here, going into our 30 amp port over here, and what I'm going to do, after I get everything running, I'm going to plug in this little night light thing here, okay? I believe this is either 3, 5, or 7 watts. I'm not really sure. I want to see if it actually reflects it on the module or on the dashboard. Let me show you what I mean by this, okay? Being that this DJC is pretty noisy, I got my monitoring stuff out here. I got a laptop set up, okay? This right here shows our dashboard, or whatever you want to call it. I apologize, I don't know the terminology of this Sense stuff yet. It's all new to me. But it's going to tell us how many watts is being used. Okay, right now we don't have anything because the thing's not on. Also, while running around, let's see if I could get this thing to work. Okay, I want to be able to also see it on my cell phone as well. All right, so I'm going to be running back and forth. Okay, so let me get the generator started. we'll do our first test using the little night light, see if it actually picks up something that small load wise. Then we'll bring the house up, or actually one of the apartments up, on generator power. Okay, hang in there. Alright, we got the generator started. It's pretty damn loud in the generator room. Okay, however, you notice when I went outside, the exhaust is very quiet. Okay, so anyway, we're going to make sure that we don't burn down the generator room, the building, the garage, the house, whatever. So we're going to be monitoring the heat very closely. Alright? Being that I don't have a hole in the wall for my air duct discharge yet, okay, I got about almost 2 feet of space. I'm going to use this fan right here and try to push the hot air outside. I still have a lot of room here too. I got about 2.5 feet right here. I would move it out a little bit, get right in the path of the door, get a nice cross breeze from here, but hook it to the exhaust. Alright, so let me go back outside for the laptop. I want to see if the text module now is active online. Okay, hang in there. Okay, we're at the control panel here with my cell phone. Okay, I'm on the, I don't know if you can see it or not, 13 watt scale or whatever. I'm consuming about 6 watts of power on something. Okay, we got a couple peaks on this laptop right here. I'm on a 1,000 watt scale. Somehow I got to chew this down a little bit, but I do see some activity down here. If I mouse over it, it's consuming 6 watts also. All right, so again, this is all new to me right here. If I was able to tune this down a bit to, let's say, 75 watts, even like 13 watts like I'm doing here with the cell phone, I'd get it much finer. But anyway, what we're going to do now, we're going to plug in the night light, and I want to see if in fact it will record the wattage used on it. Okay, so once again, if I mouse over, pretty much using 6 watts continuous, probably for the meters that I have on board on the meter panel on the DJC. Okay, hang in there 1 second. Alright, we got our little night light plugged in. Alright, let's go see if we see any indication on the laptop and on the cell phone, if in fact it does show. What do you know? There we are. Okay, went up a few watts. Same thing here. Okay, you'll see a little bump right there. Again, I apologize. It's on the 1,000 watt scale. All right, so you're not gonna really see it too clear. I play around with it and try to fine tune it, get it down a bit, but I know I'll probably mess things up. Again, this is going to be a very quick exercise. Okay, so we're at 9 watts. Okay, so shows it on our cell phone, our laptop. Okay, once again, all this information is being sent to a cloud. Must be that cloud right there, and I could access this information real time anywhere in the world. All right, so we're going to do next, I just want to do a check to make sure that we're not heating up the walls too much. We're going to end up bringing up the house, or one of the apartments, on generator power. See some real numbers. So it is loud in here. Seems to be okay. Shutters are opening up. We're good, we're good. All right, so what we're gonna do is bring the house up on generator power. Now, I told the people on the first floor that I was gonna warn them that there was gonna be a blackout for a couple minutes. So I don't know, maybe we'll just shut them off and turn it on. Okay, so anyway, once again, we're doing this as a portable setup. You've seen in my other videos that I got these things hooked up. Okay, we're going to do the first floor, that's active. Okay, let's go down and hit the interlock. All right, now I'm in the basement, and that runs off the first floor power, so it'll probably get a little dark for a second or two. All right, I'm going to turn the lights off. Hey, all right, everybody okay? Yes. All right, here we go. Power failure time. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, we should be good now. You got lights up there? Yeah, there's lights now. Okay, just go ahead and do your normal stuff, okay? Just don't use the dryer, okay? Okay. It's an electric dryer. Do everything else normal. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. So anyway, the basement and the first floor is up on generator power. And I don't know what they got going. It's starting to, you know, it's evening time, so they probably got some lights on. Let's see if you see any indication of what's happening here. Let's see here. I guess I got to move. Oh, here we go. All right. Whatever they got going right now, they're using about well, it's spiked, okay, because I guess when I turned on the electric, everything turned on again. Some of the air conditioners, window air conditioners, are not the newer style. They basically, you know, have the, you know, the dial, you turn it on, it stays on. Power failure, goes off, turn the power on, goes back on again. Looks like we're dipping down. All right, let's move it over a little bit right here. Now, I believe I could spread this out a bit. Let's see if I could do that. How do we do that here? All right, so let's see what we got here on the cell phone. I got to pull the camera away to do my password, otherwise I'd have to kill you all. All right, now this I could just pinch. There we go. Oh. Okay, here we go. All right, so right now we're on the 4500 watt scale. Okay, it automatically switched. Okay, we're on the 13,100 watt scale. But anyway, basically it matches up. Okay, so anyway, so I just wanted to show you that, you know, my cell phone, the laptop, show you the same thing. And again, all this is going up to the cloud. Oh shit, where's the cloud now? Almost, it's up there somewhere. Anyway, let's see what we're currently doing. So right now we're idling at about you know, a little over 1,000 watts. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna watch the generator, because right now this is real, okay, live. We're gonna watch the generator and make sure we don't overheat something. We got this big garage door open here. Got some air coming through. I'm gonna shut that down, save some electric. Not much usage at all. All right, we're gonna let this thing run for a little while. Woo! It is loud in there. Exhaust, not much sound at all. All right, so we're gonna do, what time is it now? It's about 7:15. Okay, we're just gonna let everything run. And again, I'm gonna watch this very closely because of any kind of heat issues. I'm gonna have to shut down. All right, hope you could hear me. But anyway, we'll be back in a little while. We'll take a look and see what we're using as far as power, a little history, and we'll go from there. All right, hang in there. Okay, we've been running for, I don't know, 15, 20, 25 minutes, whatever. So far, so good. I want to see how hot this is up here. That's like only lukewarm. All right, that's cold. That's cold up there. Okay, this is the cement board. This is the metal thimble. That's a little hot, but I can put my fingers on it. I'm not going to bother putting my fingers on the pipe. No way. This is hot coming through the exhaust. Yeah, it's absolutely no problem with the heat problem. What I did for protection, I put some cement boards around. I got the vent fan blowing. That's not bad either. Not bad at all. Alright, I don't know if you're able to hear me or not, but I think the thimble's doing its job. I put some cement board around the perimeter. I got a fan pushing all this, hopefully it's all going out. Because it is a little warm in that corner. But as we know, I still need to put a hole in the wall for the exhaust for the cooling. That seems to be the problem right now. All right, we're gonna let it run a little longer. Let's see what we got going over here. All right, it's probably around 7:30-ish, 7:35, something like that. Let's see what we got here. If I mouse over, I'll be able to tell. Okay. Let's see here. Come on. Yeah, we're only about 1,500 watts. Okay, so whatever's running looks like it's pretty stable. I think they're running some lights, some TV. Let me shrink this graph down a little bit right here. You can see initially, I don't know what they were doing. They're probably running some things, who knows, because they just got done eating dinner. Okay, but things started leveling out right there. Okay, so it's looking good. Once again, this is on my wireless laptop, although I do have a power wire because I don't know how good my battery is. There's no need to go back onto this guy right here. But anyway, we're getting some real-time data, and also some good data to look at later on. Okay, so if I saw a big huge spike, I'd have to look into that, but I think we're doing pretty good. This data right here, once again, is on the cloud from Sense servers, whatever, and I could go back in time. I don't know how long it's retained, but I ran a test, I don't know, going back about a week ago or so, and that data is still there. Again, I could shrink it, I could go expand it any which way on the cell phone. I'm still getting used to the laptop version. I could be anywhere in the world, just as long as I got internet access. I can see how my generator is running, which is pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna walk around the neighborhood. Okay, I want to, you know, see what it looks like from next door. That is a bank right next door. That's a drive-up window. Okay, I can't zoom in or out. All right, but anyway, I don't know how loud it would be over there. I do have the back door open to the generator room for cooling purposes, but again, once I finish putting the hole in the wall for the air duct exhaust for the motor, that door will be closed. I'm gonna walk around. Yeah, I see it right there. I'm gonna walk around and see how loud this thing is. Okay, hang in there. All right, right now we're standing in the bank parking lot, actually right next to the teller window right here. Okay, and I can tell you right now, the sound is offensive. Okay, I do have the generator room door open. All right, I'm not going to bother to try closing it, not without punching a hole in the wall for the air duct. But I'm sure that if I'm running this generator with the generator door open, okay, I'm walking closer and closer and closer, I think it will draw a noise complaint. Okay, so definitely we'll take care of that. I'm sure if that door was closed and I had the proper ventilation to the back of the generator house, there won't be any problem. Yet to be seen. All right, to spice things up a bit, I went inside, and what I did, by the way, just to let you know, we're now on the 11,500 watt scale. I decided to turn the stove on. Okay, you could see, and also the oven as well. Okay, one burner at a time. You could see probably where I was turning each burner on. Okay, then finally when I turned the oven on, I guess I put on broil, you can see I quickly shot up to over 11,000 watts. Okay, so definitely the oven's not good, okay, for a generator, okay, unless you got a big one. Okay, so definitely if we have a power failure and I got to run both apartments for the whole house on this thing, definitely the electric stove is out. We only have one electric stove that's in the first floor apartment. Everything else is gas, other than the first floor apartment's electric dryer. Okay, so you know that's pretty good. All right, so let's see here. Can I get this thing down to a different scale? I know I could get this thing down to a different scale. All right, but anyway, if I start screwing around with this thing, I'm probably end up gonna really messing it up. So I'm just gonna leave it like the way it is. But definitely this spike right here is from when I turned the oven on. Okay, I'm gonna let it run a little bit longer, and maybe an hour or so, who knows, Just as long as I don't start burning down the generator house, I think we're good. All right, hang in there. Well, while screwing around with the web version of the Sense web app, I found this page right here. Basically, it's telling me some information that I really like. It's telling me my voltage on both legs. Okay, I can tell you right now I'm under 2,000 watts. I just checked, but at 121 volts, that is pretty damn good. Let's see what this is telling me right here. I guess it's some kind of graph, but you know, I haven't really been running this all that long, obviously. But this is good right here, okay? Because with these generators, you know, as you load them up, voltage may drop. So I want to be able to check this out too. Once again, I'm sure this stuff is saved out there on the cloud, and I believe you might be able to download some of this. What is this right here? The hell, I don't care about that. That's not part of it. All right. So anyway, I'm just gonna fool around with this and see what else I can find. But definitely, I like that right there. All right. So now I can tell my voltage and my wattage, and I'm sure maybe I'll be able to tell my amperage as well. If not, well, I got enough information to do calculations, and that's pretty good. All right. So once again, we're still running. It's starting to get dark right now. There's the moon up there. I believe probably in about 20 minutes, half hour, 30 minutes, whatever, it's gonna get dark. So we're gonna keep running and see how we're doing. Just for the heck of it, let me go on and click on meter. Let's see how we're doing. Okay. Well, right now we're at about 1,700 watts. Okay, nothing abnormal. Once again, this spike right here was when I turned on the stove top and then the oven. I could stretch this out. Okay, you know, I could get some pretty good detail and all that other stuff. But anyway, okay, so we're just gonna keep letting this thing run, and let's see here. I gotta get this graph over here. Okay, come on. Oh, all right, I just went down to the 3,000 watt scale. Okay, I'll learn how to do that manually, but let's see if I could here we are. Okay, good. All right, sorry for the camera bobbling around, but once again, you know, I'm on the web app for Sense. I love this thing. This thing is excellent. All right, we're gonna run a little longer. First of all, what, you know, it's been a while. I want to go in. I'm gonna check and see how the heat situation is. I don't smell any smoke yet. I don't see any smoke yet, so I guess we're pretty good. All right, hang in there. We'll be back. All right, it's about 20 minutes after 8 in the evening. As I mentioned before, it's starting to get dark now. Moon hasn't changed, but it is getting dark. Pretty much the load has been pretty constant. Okay, right now we're using about 1,700 watts. I went inside. Basically, they got the TV going, a few other things, refrigerator, whatever. So I'm not going to see much of a spike other than when I did the oven test. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back onto grid power. I did check the generator, and it was running well. Walking back into the basement to flip the interlock switch. Night lights are going on now. I wonder if let's see what that. See if that caused us a little bit of a spike here. What do you know? Look at this here. All right, now, oops, we got to bring this back. There we go. You see that right there? Okay. Now it did jump up a few watts. Okay, and those are LEDs. Okay. So it did show that. Pretty cool. Anyway, we're gonna go back inside. What we're gonna do is flip off the interlock switch from the generator. We're gonna go back to grid power. I did alert them inside. Okay, this one is still active. Okay, which is good. I'm not running the second floor apartments, so that's cool. All right, once again, I have this set up as a portable generator setup, not as a permanent one. All right, it's kind of dark down here. All right, going into the basement. Here we are. All right, and going over to the breaker box. Okay, we got these emergency lights right here. Let's see something here. Auto. Okay, good. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kill this switch right here. This is our generator breaker. All right, this is going to fall down. Lights are going to go out. You probably won't see it, but then it'll allow me now, I mean, once I do it, it's going to allow me to flip the main breaker on. We'll have grid power. So here we go. Lights out. All right. And man, that's hard. There we go. Okay, right now we're back on grid power. All right, so that takes care of that. Okay. All these lights are off of that feed. What I'm going to do, since I'm not going to be coming, well, yeah, I'm going to be coming back down here. Let me just close the door. We should see on our scale here on the web app for cents, pretty much nothing, probably down to 8 watts or whatever. What do you know? There we go. All right, let's see what it's telling me. 7 watts, that's what we're currently doing. So we killed the breaker. All right, so there we go. What I'm gonna do, okay, I really like to know how quiet this thing is. So now that we have no load on the generator, and I'm doing this out here because you probably won't be able to hear me. I'm just going to disconnect this line right here, but then I'm going to close the door. All right, I don't want to do it long because you know, it's still got some heat going, but I want to hear how quiet this is. All right, so here we go. That's good. Get this 50 amp line out of the way so we can close the door. See it. Let's see how loud this thing is. All right, walking around. Okay, it's not too bad, but what I need to do is close this other door. You know, I don't want to do this long because the heating from the air duct. So let's do this right here. All right, we're closing the door right now. Again, we have no load on the generator. Okay, this is it right here. I don't have my sound meter with me, okay. I think it's acceptable. I mean, I can hear crickets. I don't know if you guys can. Okay, I don't know what this thing is picking up, but definitely not offensive. Okay, so I guess all the insulation paid off. All right, I'm by the fence. Okay, there's the bank again. I was by the, oh, let's see, I was right over there before recording. I don't think it's going to be offensive at all. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back in, I'm going to shut down the generator. Again, we didn't have much of a load on it, but that was a real test, okay? They're running everything that they normally run. All right, so let's shut her down. And that's it. Okay, we still got that motor going here, the blower. All right. I think I mentioned before, I put some cement board and some cement, I guess, siding around the perimeter, okay, because these air ducts, hey Leon, these work. Okay, because these were blowing, it was blowing hot air out, okay. The exhaust would have been hotter if I didn't exhaust it out, but I think the thimble paid off, okay. We really won't know for sure until we actually run this with a heavy load, okay? You know, most of the time it was about, you know, under 2,000 watts, 1,700 watts. But, you know, if we start running both apartments and let's say we're doing about, you know, 7,000 watts, it's going to be significantly hotter. But I don't think we're going to have a problem with the thimble. All right, we're going to let this thing cool down for a little while. I think the test was good. I'll leave that door closed. One thing, hey Leon, on the smokestack, okay, You're talking about ventilation, okay? This was the car garage door I was talking about. You've seen it open before. When it's open, I got good cross-through ventilation going to the outside. This doorway here is about 40 inches, 38, 39, whatever. That's always going to be open. With this door here, I think this is a 36-inch wide door right here. We have no problem. So once again, to complete out this generator room, I need to punch a hole in the wall, get the proper ventilation, so that when this thing is throwing out the hot air from the cylinders, this is an air-cooled 4-cylinder diesel, we have the proper ventilation. Okay, it'll keep things significantly cooler in here. On the forum, there was talk about, you know, some outside ventilation to allow air to get into here and circulate through and do its thing to cool down. I think we're okay. All right, I'm not, you know, too concerned about that. I mean, I stand in here, it's not bad at all. I mean, I do feel hot air because it's blowing past here, but I don't think it's going to be a problem once I take care of the ventilation problem. Other than that, I'm going to install some EMT. Going to have a 50 amp outlet right here, okay, which this thing is going to plug into. EMT is going to go across all the way out, down, and through. Okay, and I'm going to put a box on the outside wall so that when we do have a power failure, once again, let me stress that this is a portable setup, not a permanent setup. I'll be able to plug my 50 amp RV cord into the box on the outside. Very simple. The RV cord, as you saw, goes to the house and then to the interlock, and we're good. Once again, this is a 50 amp cord rated for outside. This is what they use for trailers when plugging into a generator or into some other power source. These things are good. You know, on Marketplace, they were cheap. Okay, I was getting 50-foot cords for under $100. This is brand new. Well, it was owned by somebody, but you know, they never used it. Cheap. But now with the price of copper, I think some people are getting wise. They're asking significantly more, but you probably will find a deal. I got 4 of these guys right here. I got two 50 amp, yeah, they're all 50 amp. I got 2 50-foot cords and 2 25-foot cords. Okay, so we're all set. But anyway, I think this test worked out well. I can see that my diesel tank, last time I filled it, about a year ago. This diesel in here is about a year old. If this was gasoline, I think we'd have a problem. But I think we got to start consuming more because this thing is pretty full. And by the way, there was a talk on the forum about storing diesel or any kind of fuel, I guess, for this type of setup, how it could be a EPA hazard. Yeah, anything that leaks, it's going to be an EPA hazard. Okay, you know, this is portable also. See, it's on wheels. But if it spills, it spills. What can you do? You know, regardless if it's generator, lawnmower, or whatever. You know, it's fuel. What can you do? But anyway, there's no rust in the tank. There was lacquer thinner in this thing at one time. But anyway, that's about it. So I'll provide updates on the forum as we punch holes in the wall and run more tests. I really want to load test this big time. I'd like to get both apartments, the whole house up on the generator for a real extended run and put this thing through a torture test. Again, this is the first time I had this hooked up to the exhaust system in this room, as a matter of fact. Because it was in here while we're building this room right here. So that's really about it. So it's Saturday night. I'm tired. I think I'm going to go in and watch some TV. Hey, Johnny C from New Jersey. Take care. Bye. Well, I thought I was going to conclude the video on my last segment, but I was just about to pack up for the night, and I just wanted to see what would it look like, talking about the DJC, and also, as you can see, the diesel fuel can. What would it look like in the event that there was a power failure and I had to walk in here? Well, right now, what I did, I killed the breaker to this room, and I got the emergency lighting. These are LED lights, okay, that plug into wall outlets. I think I covered this on the stack somewhere in the 5 million page thread that I got. But they'll turn on automatically when there's no power to them, which they did, okay. They will last up to 7 hours. These things are great. I got them inside. And the whole idea is to allow me to walk into the generator room and at least see what we got, okay, other than having to bring in a flashlight. It's not terribly bright, but I could see everything, okay. And if I have any problems, I could always take this out of the wall and use it as a flashlight, okay? And do what I need to do. All right, these things are great. You get them online. I don't own stock in the company or nothing like that, and I ain't gonna go into that crap. But the whole thing is, we do have emergency lighting in here for safety reasons, and here we are. You can see what they're doing. One thing I forgot to do, I do have a CO detector up in the ceiling, okay? Really can't see it. Okay, yeah, there we are. All right, but right now it's off. Well, it's actually on, running on battery power, but I don't know what it was reading, if any, before. I should have taken note of that. I don't think it really registered much of anything. Otherwise, I would have heard the alarm go up. But then again, it's so damn noisy in here, anything could have happened. But anyway, so that's about it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that, and I can see that my camera is playing tricks now. When I zoom in, it gets brighter, but it's actually, okay, it's actually brighter than what you see right now, okay, because I can see what the picture is on my camera, and I can see what it is in the room, okay. It's more like that right there, okay. So that's about it. Okay, once again, Johnny C from New Jersey, playing in the new generator room. Take care, bye.